Hey folks, let's talk about the latest move by Russia in its ongoing conflict with Ukraine. It's both alarming and frankly, a bit of a flex. Russia has reportedly deployed a new experimental ballistic missile, the Orshnik, as part of its military strategy. This happened in Dnipro, a key city in Ukraine, and the missile's capabilities have stirred up plenty of conversation. So what's the deal with Orshnik? This missile is categorized as a medium-range ballistic missile, MRBM, with a range somewhere between 3,000 and 5,500 kilometers. While that might sound intimidating, it's not a game-changer on the battlefield. US officials describe it as more of a psychological tool, a way for Russia to say, look what we can do, without necessarily changing the war's trajectory. Here's the kicker. The Orshnik is derived from older Soviet missile tech. It's reportedly based on the RS-26 Rubesh, an intercontinental ballistic missile. But the new version is experimental, meaning Russia probably doesn't have many of these in its arsenal. And contrary to some speculation, there's no indication that this missile carried a nuclear warhead. It seems to be a kinetic strike weapon, which relies on sheer speed and impact. The attack on Dnipro caused significant damage to industrial infrastructure, but the missile's precision is still in question. While it can carry multiple warheads, its accuracy isn't on par with the more advanced systems like Iskander-M. That makes it less effective against specific, heavily fortified targets. Strategically, this missile launch seems to be Russia's response to recent Ukrainian strikes within Russian territory. It's a dramatic way for Moscow to demonstrate its capabilities and send a warning to NATO and Western allies, supporting Ukraine with long-range weaponry. President Putin even used the launch as an opportunity to issue veiled threats against NATO countries, suggesting that Russia might escalate further if provoked. From a geopolitical perspective, this move underscores the rising tensions and the potential for broader implications. The missile's launch followed updates to Russia's nuclear doctrine, which lowers the threshold for using nuclear weapons in response to conventional threats. It's a stark reminder of how high the stakes are in this conflict. But here's the flip side. Military experts and analysts are skeptical about how effective this missile is in a practical sense. It's not clear whether it can truly change the dynamics on the ground, especially with Ukraine continuing to resist and Western allies providing advanced defense systems. So while Oreshnik grabs headlines, it might be more about optics and intimidation than actual battlefield utility.